Hey everyone, it's late, but I got permission to publish the blog post that is connected to this video you see from my sources, longtime friends who are top officials with the county of Alameda in different areas. Basically, all of you are aware of the Coliseum deal now that's in play, where the county wants to sell its share of the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum Complex, which would obviously make it no longer the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum Complex, but just simply the Oakland Coliseum Complex. The reason for this wasn't at all what Alameda County Supervisor Nate Miley wrote in his press release when he said that the county wanted to focus more on its core service obligations to its county population. Not at all. It was because, as another source said to me, the county was simply tired of dealing with the city of Oakland when it came to the Coliseum. One source said that they didn't know who they were dealing with, that the persons that they were dealing with seemed to change far too often. But the kicker was when new Oakland City Planning Director and Assistant City Manager, Assistant Chief Administrative Officer, I believe it's Associate Chief Administrative Officer, so many titles now, at any rate, Claudia Capio, called a meeting between the Raiders, the City of Oakland, and the County of Alameda, and the NFL on July 29th, but for one reason, so that she could be informed of the status of the project. It was a meeting that no one else wanted to have, and the timing was basically this poor. On the 28th of July, the previous day, Eric Grubman had visited San Diego and was given an excellent presentation during a meeting with San Diego Mayor Kevin Faulconer, members of the San Diego, selected members, officials of the City of San Diego, the county, stadium experts, and other experts called on to work on the project to retain the NFL's Chargers, San Diego Chargers, and of course San Diego. After that 3-hour meeting, Grubman said that while it wasn't a negotiation, all parties were at the table, and the concept for a stadium plan he saw was, quote, exciting, unquote. Next day, it's 29th. Raider headquarters is the scene for the meeting. Alameda County officials didn't want that meeting, and May had already agreed privately, closed session, to drop papers that would lead to their expressed desire to sell their share of the Oakland Coliseum, including a press release. But when Capio called the meeting, it wasn't until Capio called that meeting that the press release was released and the decision to make that sale was made public. It was because the county of Alameda felt that there was yet one more new player involved in Oakland, a meeting that wasn't necessary, that no one wanted to have except Claudia and perhaps Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf. My sources love Libby. I love Libby. So this is a wake-up call. A call to really get things right. The good news is that because both the city of Oakland and the county of Alameda want this Coliseum share sale deal to go through, the county more so than the city, it gives the city an open road to do a plan that can, they feel, get them a stadium. Now, I personally have issues with the proposal because, as I said to a number of my sources, my research took me back to Fitch Ratings work where, to make a long story short, they pointed to the County of Alameda's economic strength as the reason for the AA- bond rating that was given to the latest refinancing of Coliseum Joint Powers Authority bonds. No mention of the City of Oakland at all. How's that going to play out with a newly reconstituted JPA with a new set of bond issues? It's the question, because a rating agency is not going to forget what happened there. So, there is an open door for the county to remain as a partner with the city, but it would take the City of Oakland extending a really, really great olive branch to the County of Alameda Board of Supervisors for that to happen. The County of Alameda Board of Supervisors is collectively focused on the idea that getting out of the business of running the Coliseum with the City of Oakland is best for them. They are absolutely beside themselves. They are frustrated, staff's frustrated, they're nuts. They say, we're done, we've thrown up our hands, we can't take anymore. That's what they say, we can't take anymore. So all of this has taken the focus off the stadium, and I might add, that was the problem to begin with. It was, as Eric Grubman told the City of Oakland, the County of Alameda earlier this year, you have more of a land deal rather than a stadium deal. And as I've said before, this thing is really wildly off track, and Floyd Gephardt got mad at me for saying that, but it's true, and now I have sources that have given me quotes. They don't want their names used, but have confirmed all of my comments and all of my suspicions. And all the reason why I went forward and elected to take Mark Davis's invitation to submit my own plan. But you can read the rest about this, you can read about the rest of this, in my blog post, the link of which is right here below.